Hey guys, what's up? This is Miss Whitney Morgan, and if you're not already, go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Ms. Whitney Morgan. You can also follow me on Tumblr, where all of these wonderful, crazy, insane, ask me anything questions are about to come from. Tumblr at Miss Whitney Morgan. You can also check out my official member site, misswhitneymorgan.com, for all kinds of links and goodies and insanity. Now, a little while back on social media, I made a comment that I would do a little video blog answering all the crazy questions you guys ever wanted to ask me anonymously, or, a couple of you actually did say your names on here, actually quite a few of you, but I'm not going to mention you in the video just in case, but I will be sure to post something on Tumblr as well. So on with the Ask Me Anything. You guys really took this and ran with it. And I gotta say, I'm quite impressed. I'm quite proud, and keep the questions coming considering how full my inbox is. There might be a part 2 or even a part 3. Alright, first and foremost, I'm just gonna go down the line. So if whatever recent ones are, probably gonna get answered first. If I could go anywhere in the world, where would I go? Honestly, I'd like to travel literally all over. As far as living, I love it here in Orlando, Florida, and I don't plan on ever really leaving. It's beautiful here. As far as traveling though, all over Europe. I'd love to go to Japan, South America, anywhere I would literally like to go anywhere and everywhere, unless it's dangerous. So let's keep the Middle East out of it. What's the craziest thing a fan ever asked you? I'm going to answer that in 3 different ways. 1, continue watching this video and the next few because I'm sure there's going to be something crazy in there. 2, not really much phases me anymore. I don't really think anything too crazy or weird or insane anymore. You've been doing this 12 years, so you kind of get used to just about everything. Although the most common thing that still kind of makes me go, what? Is I get asked on the regular if fans can buy my, how do I put this? What's the most commonly used term for it? My divine goddess chocolate. 1, no. 2, girls don't poop, so it's irrelevant. On to the next question. What's my favorite restaurant? I don't know if this is just in Florida or what, but there's a place called Amora that is sushi and hibachi, and I am a huge fan of sushi, so Amora is delicious. There's a couple of them here in the Central Florida area. My favorite late night snack. Come on, if you're following me on Twitter, you already know this. Taco Bell. Fucking love Taco Bell. Anything from Taco Bell. Here we go. Do you believe in the old saying, once a cheater, always a cheater? Or do you believe people make mistakes and deserve a second chance? You gave me the answers there. It's kind of an A and B question. I like that. B, I believe people definitely deserve a second chance, and I think people make mistakes. All of us make mistakes. I've made mistakes. You've made mistakes. And I believe people deserve a second chance. And I've given many people second chances and third chances and fourth chances. People fuck up. It's only human nature. Is there a sex act you've always wanted to try but haven't yet? I'm sure there's lots. I'm getting some stumps right here. I like pony play. I don't feel like I get to do pony play much at all ever, really. Also, I think it would be really, I haven't done this, I think it would be really, really hot. And then this is probably extremely vanilla considering who I am. I would love to be getting fucked doggy style while a girl is 69ing with me. So, I mean, that's pretty typical, a threesome kind of thing, but I think it'd be really hot being fucked and eaten out at the same time. That's never actually happened to me. Next! What kind of man does the incredibly beautiful Miss Whitney Morgan find attractive? First and foremost, I really base myself on personality more than anything else in the world, and we have to have a good chemistry in that format. But physically, I am really attracted to the tall, dark, handsome, pale type of guy, a little mysterious. Tattoos and piercings and ability to apply their own makeup is always a plus. Good hair. I like good hair. I'm a guy, and today I'm taking a dick in my ass for the first time. What is the easiest position to try first? Well, considering I'm a female, we have different anatomy, so I'm really not the expert person to be asking this. But for females, actually, girl on top or missionary really works extremely well versus the stereotypical doggy style. But considering you're a male, maybe doggy would be best. Not my butt, not my problem. Next, what is the reason behind you loving to suck on dick? I like it when girls do it to me, but I don't get what they get out of it. Good question, huh? Who said I really like to suck dick? Don't you know I'm gay? I think, I'm saying this for all females that out there that do suck dick, like to suck dick, yada, yada, yada. A big part of it, this goes for eating pussy or really in any way, shape, or form pleasing your partner. It's the fact that the girl is pleasing you, that she's making you happy, that she's satisfying you. So it's kind of a pat on the back. Hey, you're doing a good job. I like this. That turns the girl on. Makes sense? She makes you happy. You make her happy in return. That'd be my opinion of it, though. Do you like... Here goes my weirdest, craziest thing a fan's ever asked me. Do you like eating a guy's asshole? Tossing his salad? Are there any scenes where you eat a dude's ass? Finally, do you remember how old you were the first time you did this in your personal life? 1, I've never eaten anybody's ass, male or female. 2, don't plan on it. Not really my cup of tea. Sorry. Might try it with a girl because, you know, we're pretty and clean and smell nice. And 3, well, no, there's no scenes because I've never done it. If you were Googling me, you'd probably find that out. And no, I've never done it in my personal life. Really don't plan on it either. Can I lick your dirty feet clean until my tongue turns black? And when are you coming to Roanoke? Sure, you can certainly lick my feet clean, although they're pretty clean right now. Yeah, pretty clean, right? A little bit? Not really sure if, when, or ever I'm going to Roanoke. How about flying me up? What style of panties do you prefer? I prefer not wearing any at all. But when I do, they're called tanga panties, where they're kind of a little scallop cut that goes up. Not a thong, not full back panties, but just enough to kind of let the butt cheeks hang out. Is there a particular spot on you that when tickled drives you completely crazy? Come on now, you guys don't know that? Kind of right here, rib rolls drive me absolutely wild. And again, also in the pockets. You know, you just take your fingers and slip them right in where like the little jeans pockets would be. Those ones drive me really insane. And another one is kind of like the back of the heel. Back of the heel. I have a lot of ticklish spots. Dare you to find out. Any thoughts on male dominance? Not really. I am personally, lifestyle and professionally, a switch. So I like control play a lot, so it's fun to play with somebody who is also a switch versus a dominant. I wouldn't have 100% a dominant male in my life ever because I like to be in control more often than not. I think there's a role for everybody in life, and as long as you're not a quote-unquote Sir Domly Dom, you know, those types that take it just far too seriously, to each their own. Have you ever been gang tickled? If so, by how many? Yes, I have, and you can probably find that clip on my clips for sale at clipsforsale.com/32800. where I'm getting tickled by 4 beautiful, lovely ladies, Candlebox, Serene Isley, Ashley Graham, and I think actually 2 other girls. There are a lot of us up in Georgia. I know they pinned me down to the floor because, you know, we were having a slumber party. That's what all of us do, you know, when we hang out. And they tickled the living hell out of me. I've also been to gang tickled for Addie Juniper's site as well. And fairly recently, you know, I've been double team tickled quite a few times. At least 2 or 3 girls. How many does it really count to be a gang? 4? Anyhow, you can check out some of those things at MissWhitneyMorgan.com too, because you know how much I love tickling. Whitney, you've done a few robot fetish videos. Do you like performing those? And if so, what elements about the fetish do you like? Honestly, to be very honest with you, yes, I have shot a couple of them. I think fembot and robot fetish is one of my biggest weaknesses, so it's not something I'm actually very comfortable doing because I don't think it's something I've really mastered yet. I'm very animated, and it's very difficult for me to remain completely dead-toned and have my eyes stay still and be very super serious and monotoned. So it's actually one thing that I don't think I'm very good at, and one thing I don't like filming because I don't think I'm very good at it. If you like them, I'd love to hear more commentary about it, more tips. Definitely, because that's what I've been trying to work on it super duper hard. I just shot one not too terribly long ago too with the lovely Fifi Fox I'm going to put up soon, so if you guys want to critique it a little bit and give me some tips and pointers, love to hear them. Whitney, what's the toughest shoot you've ever had as a model, and was it because of conditions, length, position, tickling, etc., etc., etc.? Fembot stuff is one of them. I've shoot for RoboLust quite a few times, and a lot of that was not being very well trained on it because it's still fairly new to me. We did have a lot of dialogue, and even though a lot of fembot stuff is repetitive, and a lot of movement, we did have signage in order to read it, and for those of you who know, I'm pretty fucking blind, so it's kind of hard for me to read it. So that was more a lack of confidence. As far as physically tough shoots, by far, hands down, one of the toughest shoots for so many different reasons was for Dominic Wolf. It was a nude escape challenge by wonderful custom clip client Clyde. Love you to bits and pieces, even though I give you shit all the time. And same with Dominic Wolf. I love you guys so fucking much. I've had a 3-parter escape nude challenge where I was, you know, if you're familiar with Dominic Wolf, got tackled by him, pinned down in Akira Lane's kitchen on tile floors, and then had to try to escape the household, go from the tile floor in the kitchen, on the wood floors of the dining area, through the living room, up through the foyer, up to the front door, tightly bound in 3 different ways, fully nude, and even blindfolded. That was extremely hard. It was a combination of endurance, wanting to impress a custom client as well as Dominic Wolf, wood floors, tile floors, struggling, the exhaustion of it being 3 parts. Not so much the positions, because at least it was in, I wasn't in a hog tie, I wasn't in something that was completely and utterly restricting, but being blindfolded as well. You guys can, of course, check that out on Mr. Dominic Wolf's site as well. I'm sure I'll post some pictures too of it. That was really, really hard, though. Tickling, though. Bring on the tickling. I like that was an option. I'll never say no to tickling. Miss Whitney, what do you prefer? Foot jobs or getting your dirty feet licked? Well, that's a no-brainer. I obviously much more prefer laying back and having my feet worshipped. Whitney, what's something you're truly passionate about? Animal rescue. Hands down, animal rescue. Those of you know, I have probably 1 too many cats that I've adopted, and hopefully one of these days, this might kind of go on to our next few questions here. Hopefully one of these years, I would love to have the ability, the financial backing to open a rescue facility for animals, be it cats, wildlife, dogs, etc. Which is going to kind of lean in, I guess, I'm trying to scroll the other questions here. If you picked another path in life, what would it have been? I was planning on studying to be a veterinarian, but I did not have the heart to do any dissections on cats or dogs, so that kind of got nixed out. I probably would also not have had the heart to have to euthanize any as well. So another path I would have also tried to go down is animal rescue. Obviously, there's not a lot of money in that. It's all out of your heart and your own pocket. So in order to keep a roof over my head, I guess I'm going to continue fetish modeling. Whitney, do you plan on continuing modeling your whole life? I think everything has an expiration date. I'm certainly going to continue doing as much as humanly possible. I'm in my 30s now. I'm fucking 30 years old. Ugh, it's depressing. So I'm going to continue it as long as I can. I'm in a MILF category now. That's a whole category of its own, right? I know I'm not a mother. I've still never fucking understood that. Unless you're a mother, you can't be a MILF. I'm a fucking cougar. Yeah, I'm going to rant about that a little bit. I mean, if worse comes to worse and I find that my self being on film is starting to dwindle, I'll probably go more so on the production side. In fact, I've been leaning more and more towards the production side in the last 2 or so years anyways, but I think for MissWhitneyMorgan.com I'll still model as much as you guys want me there. Keep wanting me. Whitney, here another weird one. You guys just don't look at my shit at all, do you? Whitney, do you like to be gangbanged or DP'd? Personally, I would much rather be doing the gangbanging or the DPing. Spit roasting some poor young male that asks me questions for things that I don't shoot. Although, I will say, 2 things that have never happened in me my entire life. I've never been gangbanged or DP'd. Whitney, do you like rough anal? No. Here we go! Yay, what I like! Winnie, do you like cream pies? Yes. I fucking love cream pies. They are delicious. Nom 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 nom. No, kidding. That is actually one of my fetishes in my personal life is I love being cream pied. Absolute fatey. Hi, Miss Whitney Morgan. Love your work. Thank you, sweetie pie. I can't get enough of your diaper humiliation point of view videos. What are some of your favorite fetishes to do scenes of? Yay! I love lots of stuff. I can honestly say there's nothing out there that I have shot or am willing to shoot that I don't thoroughly enjoy. Yes, some have bigger strengths in some than others. Yes, I prefer some things over others, but all in all, I love everything I do, whether or not I have the confidence for it or the personal fetish for it. I love everything I do. Some of my favorite fetishes include, though, I like foot worship. I love tickling, both being tickled and being the tickler. I still love bondage, even though I've been doing it for over half my life, personally, privately, and on film. I still love bondage. Another one that I really don't shoot a lot of because of bruising, I love spanking. I love being a top and a bottom. I'm super switcheroo. But I love spanking. I love asphyxiation play. Another one that, the credit card holders really don't approve of us shooting a lot of that, so it's not something that's really out there too much. But I do love breath play and asphyxiation. Latex is a huge, huge, huge fetish of mine. I love pantyhose. I love trampling. I love ball busting. So I'm just going to go off on a wild rant here about how many things I fucking love, which is literally everything. I'm going to mention this gentleman. JJ Smith 2014 says, "You can kick me in the balls, ma'am. Is that what will bring you joy?" I just mentioned I love ball busting. Thanks. I'd love to. Oh, this is funny. If you sit on my face and wiggle, I'm wiggling right now. This is me wiggling. You can kick my balls for as long as you want. Thanks. Alright, now we're getting repetitive. What's your personal fetish? I guess I'm going to say number one on the list is really breath play. But again, you will see a lot of things that I'm really personally into. I don't shoot a ton of as well because I never want to ruin it for my personal life. You know, if you have too much of a good thing, you got too much of a good thing and it's not good anymore. Cream pie is the other thing. How long have you been modeling? You don't pay attention to me. I've been modeling since January of 2003. That is 12 years and counting. It'll be 14 coming up. I'm really fucking good at math. That'll be, I'm trying to do math, 13 years. Can you tell I'm fucking blonde? It'll be 13 years this coming January. Hello there, Miss Whitney. First timer, first question. My question for you is, who do you think would win a fight, Goku or Superman? I'm gonna go for Goku because Team Anime? Yeah, that sounds right? Sure. I'm more familiarized with Supergirl than Superman too. I know a lot of the nerds out there are probably going to get super mad at me right now. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Alright, a couple more, and then I think we're going to go to a part 2 because I don't know how many of you want to sit here and listen to a 20, 30, 40 minute video, huh? Of course you do if I wiggled my toes a bit more, huh? Well, my butt fetish, you see the cat hair on there. I've seen several of your clips where you were tickled. Yeah, I like it, tickled. I was wondering, what are your thoughts about being tickled? By the way, one of my favorite sites is with LB from Tickling is Fun. What was it like being tickled by him? I don't remember. He has to come back and tickle me again. It's been too long. I need a refresher. What are your thoughts about being tickled? I love being tickled. I didn't when I was younger. I think there's momentary lapses where I really enjoyed it because you're laughing so hard, the endorphins are rushing through, your whole body is just warm and tingly all over. I think the older I get and the more I get tickled, the more and more I'm starting to enjoy it because I'm learning to really love it for the fun, the joy in it. I mean, you smile so hard, your face hurts. And I've never really been one that's gotten angry when I've gotten tickled. So, alright guys, so I just found out that even though I argued with many people that my Canon doesn't stop filming after 20 odd minutes, shh, don't tell anybody, it does. So I think that's a good stopping point where I should tease and tantalize you guys who have these like 50 other questions and whom I believe I'm probably going to get a lot more questions from. Ta-da! We'll have to do a part 2. And keep those questions coming on my Tumblr at Miss Whitney Morgan. Join my member site and see what all the fuss is about at MissWhitneyMorgan.com. And follow me on the social medias, the Twitters and the Instagrams at Ms. Whitney Morgan. And yeah, I do have a Facebook, but Facebook doesn't like me. So you can go look for Whitney Morgan and add me on there, but I probably won't really say too much very often. Team Twitter. Alright guys, keep those questions coming, and you can always email me if you're too shy to have me say anything on here at mwm@misswhitneymorgan.com. See you soon!